Let's freaking go, guys. The crypto golden age is here. Just like I predicted it about a week ago, I said Trump was going to come out with something major that's going to unleash us into the crypto golden age. I even posted that short right here on YouTube. You guys can go check it out. But before that, I want to talk about BTCC. This is the place where I've been leverage trading, buying on spot. This is the best time to be leverage trading, low leverage on high conviction plays, and I'm up a ton using BTCC. If you guys want to join, check it out. You get 10% deposit bonus up to 10k. It just has to be over 500 bucks and you get that 10%, and it can be up to 10k. You can use my link in the pinned comment or just put in Sir Lewis. Use my code Sir Lewis, as you can see right there. But definitely check it out. You know, they've been here for 14 years, never had any problem, and they're KYC free and VPN free. So definitely check out BTCC. But let's talk about the crypto golden age, because Trump officially signs an executive order out of nowhere, opening the 12.5 trillion, guys, 401k retirement market to the crypto market. Like, this is something that should not be underestimated, because this is like, it's exactly what it's saying here. It's unleashing trillions of dollars from the retirement market, from millions of Americans just like myself who has a 401k. They're going to have access to crypto and Bitcoin now. And honestly, most of them are not even going to know they're going to be buying crypto, because a lot of these funds in the 401k are based on percentages, right? And you know, you might have like you might be in a riskier fund, and that might have a percentage now on 20% crypto or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to see millions of people that are going to be buying, investing in crypto without even knowing it, because of this major executive order from Trump, in which I said literally a week ago. You can check here my shorts. Go to my shorts, check a video that I made. My prediction is Trump is going to come out with something major, maybe a peace deal, maybe something regarding the markets that's going to unleash us and blast us off into the crypto golden age. And here we are. I think this is something major, in my opinion. This is pretty big. Okay. And here we can see he also signs an executive order to stop banking discrimination against crypto, religion, and politics. That is really, really good right there. I mean, just the fact that he had to do that is just sad, right? That banks were doing this before, and especially crypto, but religion and politics too. That's awful. But I know there's a lot of banks that have shut down people's account for withdrawing money to crypto exchanges and stuff like that. So this is really bullish. Number one thing though I would do is I would research like a crypto friendly bank, because there's some out there, like, you know, I'm not gonna name some, but there's a lot of banks out there that are not crypto friendly, especially over the last 4 years. Okay. And also another bullish news is the fact that crypto czar David Sachs says the executive order President Trump signed today will give 90, just like I said, 90 million Americans access to crypto. 90 million, and most of them will not even know they're buying crypto. Even the ones that don't like crypto, because people are going to say, oh, I'm not going to invest in crypto, this and that. Well, even the ones that don't like crypto, it doesn't matter, because if they're in a certain fund, it's going to have a percentage in crypto. So it's going to have access to crypto either way, right? And the other bullish news was the SEC versus Ripple case is finally over, and we can see XRP. We're going to dive deep here in the charts very soon. We see XRP making a move, as well as Bitcoin and as well as Ethereum, right? And we can see here Bitcoin back to 117. Of course, this might be different by the time you watch this. It might be a 118 or 116. We're going to see here some targets to where Bitcoin can pull back down to, because we can very well pull back. I believe this is just another bull flag here that we've been in with this previous drop, right? And, you know, we can see right here on the daily, we're rejecting that 25 on the daily. At least right now we're over it, but I believe we'll pull back here before breaking over that 25 MA right there, which is in yellow. Okay. And if you go right here, what's bullish is that you see right here, I posted in the signals group. If you guys want to join CTU, I posted right here to short right there, that 200 MA, also because it was a major resistance level right there. And that was a great short. Excuse me. But that was a great short that we went back to 112. And shout out to all the people that shorted that in the group. And then what happened again? We came back, put in the higher low, came back, and we got rejected again. But this time we put in a higher low, bouncing, making that 25 support, and then we broke it. See, this is bullish price action. This is very, very bullish price action here, especially pulling back, putting in the higher low on the 20. This is why I love the 25 and the 200. We broke it, and now we're actually testing the top of the bear flag, the bull flag, that is right there. And we can see while we're kind of, stopping here a little bit, right? While we're kind of resting here a little bit, we can definitely pull back here. And if we pull back, some of the targets is around 116. I would say here around 116, 200, 116, 300 level right here. I would say is a big target, because this is where Bitcoin had a lot of support in the past. So we can very well drop down here too, which would be around where the 200 MA is at, which is in orange, right? The 25 MA is around 114,900. Now, what a lot of people are saying, which is a possibility, is that they're saying that this is kind of like a ABC move, right? Where we have an A, B, C, put in a new low, right? And then we will start to take off, maybe form like a inverted head and shoulders. That's a possibility, but I wouldn't be waiting for something like that, right? I wouldn't be expecting that, especially with bullish news just coming out like this. And we can see that a big reason is the bullish news is driving Bitcoin up. So I wouldn't be expecting Bitcoin to put in a new low. This is looking very well like a possible bottom right there, especially putting in that higher low right there. So, I'm bullish. I bought. Here's the thing. I bought, and I was very honest. I'm buying in my group, in the live stream and everything. As Bitcoin was dumping here, I was buying a ton, right? Not a Bitcoin, but a lot of altcoins that dumped a lot. I was buying a ton, and I didn't know if that was the bottom or not. And it might still not be the bottom, but I bought a ton, and I'm up a ton. So, that's the beauty of buying when, we're pulling back heavy like that, right? You don't want to be too greedy, especially on the downside. You don't want to be, especially when in the bull market, when the trend is up and we're getting all these bullish news regarding the markets. Okay. So very bullish on Bitcoin. And again, you want to watch out that those targets right there, the daily, we can pull back. The 116 level right here is a level we can pull back, as well as the 114. Okay, but right now I think it's a great time to be in altcoins. I've been telling you guys, as we enter mid-August, I'm very, very bullish. We can see the daily is already starting to move up here on the stochastic after weeks of overbought levels, right? We're starting to move up, which is a good sign here for the daily. And as well on the 4-hour, we're already very overbought, right? But that's the 4-hour. The daily is a big it's a great indicator here on what most likely will happen within the next coming days or so. So now let's take a look here at the overall market. We got Ethereum it actually did hit 3,900. Ethereum, I can see this pulling back here slightly, especially when you look here at the 4-hour. You can see we've been bouncing, right? This pullback, we've been bouncing on the 4-hour ever since we hit 3,700. And I actually have a long right here. I have a long around 33,600 level right here, which is where we bounce on the 25 MA. Again, if you guys want to join CTU, definitely join. I put all my signals out there. I'm still on this long, and I'm adding to it. I've been adding to it when we came down. And ETH is looking strong. ETH is looking like it's gonna go to 4,000. We can go to 4,000, pull back, and then go back over 4,000. That's a possibility, especially with this bullish news. And let's look at XRP, because XRP, look at that huge green candle right there. Look at that, right? And we bounced, guess where? On the 25. Thank you for subscribing. But we bounced here on the 25 and 200 with the 25 crossing it. So XRP is looking very bullish, and a beautiful Adam and Eve bottom. I mean, look at this. This is a textbook Adam and Eve bottom. If you don't know the Adam and Eve pattern right here, I show it all the time. This is how it looks like, right? We have a sharp drop, a V-shaped drop, then a nice rounding out here. And it doesn't have to look exactly like this. This is good enough. This is pretty clear in my opinion. It doesn't have to come all the way back down here. But that is the textbook Adam and Eve bottom, and we have a huge move to this level, which I believe it's going to have some resistance. And we can see right here, 334, right? So if you pull back, we can pull back here to the base level of, so I would say around 316, around here, right? 319, 316 level for XRP might be a level. But again, this might be so bullish for XRP that it doesn't really pull back too much and goes back up here to 350, just like that, right? This is a very bullish coin. It's my biggest holding in terms of profits. It was like my second, but now it's my biggest because XRP has been doing amazing. So again, if you guys want to be up to date, definitely follow. Comment below what you guys think. Are we in the crypto golden age? Are we going into it? This is huge news in my opinion. Shout out to Trump. Very, very bullish news. But thank you guys so much. Comment below what you guys think. Follow, like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.